Cascade Paint and Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Hey folks, good evening. Hope you had a lovely Friday so far. We're wrapping up the work week with temperatures consistently in the 50s across the area. We're talking from Trinity County, wrapping all the way from Siskiyou, Modoc out towards the Eastern Mountains and the 395 corridor. Valley, probably going to stay in the upper 60s, near 70 for tonight. Also wanted to mention the possibility as you head through tonight, maybe in tomorrow morning, a little bit of haze out there towards the northern areas, out towards Siskiyou County, Modoc County here. And really, I think it's going to be kind of hit or miss, right? I don't think it's a lot of thick smoke. I think the better chance of that thicker haze will be from the hill fire out here in Humboldt County, drifting south and east into portions of Trinity County. So Hayfork, you might notice a little bit of that moderate haze. All of this kind of light stuff, that's actually from the trout fire way down south near Fresno. That's actually kind of lifted north with time. So you might have noticed that in the upper atmosphere. Not enough to make a huge difference, but like I said, I think the hill fire is the big one, burping out a lot of smoke here as we head locally across the area. And of course, some of those up in Oregon might drift a little bit of that down into Siskiyou County, Modoc County, northern portions of Shasta County as well. But it's not going to be the heaviest smoke ever. You might smell it just a little bit, but like I said, through today, through tomorrow, we got one big burping fire here. That's kind of the best way to put it. That stuff wells up during the diurnal maximum. That is to say, whenever we get the peak heating through the day, fires continue to expand. Like I said, that hill fire right there, Hayfork, down south of Weaverville, south of 299, you're probably going to start seeing some of that smoke here continuing through this evening, through tomorrow, maybe even into the first half of Sunday. Rest of us, just kind of a little bit of a light haze. Just want to mention this here as we kind of get into this more gusty wind sort of pattern as we head over the next couple of days, because I do think that's possible, if not likely. In fact, as a result of that, we do kind of have these fire potential conditions through tomorrow with the moderate risk across some of the area with the hot and dry winds really kind of sticking around, right? We're not going to see huge, crazy fire weather conditions, but still, it is fire season. We have these ongoing fires, the Shelley Fire, Hill Fire, and the now recently contained Point Fire, which just started. We don't need any more of those little point fires, right, where they start, get up to 100 acres, 500, 1,000. Do your part. Be careful with sparks. Don't throw your cigarettes out the window. I'm not here to judge, but you know the drill. You've lived here long enough. Just don't want any more of these starting up here, and we're doing pretty decent, so no need to exacerbate it, right? Just want to mention that. All right, so let's take a look at the future cast. Be honest with you, I really don't see a lot in the way of rain chances over the next 7 days. We've been talking about it, the light chance of some showers out east. We're talking Modoc County, the Eastern Mountains, and I still do think that's there. Notice as we head through that time frame, you start seeing some of that monsoon moisture, but it's just not a high chance, right? A lot of us, if not most of us, are going to stay dry over the extended term and perhaps even get back down to more average temperatures. And again, this is extended term. So what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, as we head towards the end of July, as we head into the first week of August, I think the temperatures actually get back to about where they should be. So I think the warmer, hot ridge, that's moving off to the east, and in the long term, we might have some cooler weather to look forward to. But that's not before we get towards this hotter pattern. So we've been talking about that. I talked about this afternoon, been talking about it the last couple of days. We're going to get hotter before we get cooler. So what am I talking about there? Well, the coast, you don't see that too much. You're under the influence of that marine boundary layer. But let's go a little further inland. Let's head out to Trinity County, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about over the next several days. Upper 90s, near 100 through the first half of the week. Consistent triple digits, 105 plus even through Monday, Tuesday out there in Trinity County. So there's that warming trend that I'm talking about with signs in the extended term of that cool down, right? So that's what I'm talking about. It's a little far out for me to give you specifics, but you do see the indications that out there, 7 to 10 days away, we do have some relief to look forward to. Let's take Mount Shasta City again with the possibility of some haze here for the next day or two up north in Modoc County, Shasta County, and Siskiyou County. You also see that trend up towards upper 90s, lower 100s. Susanville, out to Doyle by the state line, the 395 corridor, it's the same story. Signs of that cool down, right, into the extended term. So there is a little bit of hope there. We can wrap it up here, taking a look at the valley. Let's see what Reading has in store, and you can really see that warming trend here as well. 105 to 110 looks really simply possible as we head over the next few days. Really the next 4 or 5 days I think is going to be the make or break time frame for the really hot temperatures, and then towards the next 7 to 10 days. So we're talking about this time next week. So next Friday, next Saturday, next Sunday, that's whenever I think those temperatures would possibly trend down if this trend continues. So like I said, it only gets worse before it gets better. If you're not a heat lover, it's going to be hot for the next several days. And again, watch out for that haze. You might see a little bit of that drifting around. A lot of it's going to stay off in the upper atmosphere, but out in Trinity County, we're talking Hayfork, south of Weaverville. You might see some of that from the Hill Fire. I'll keep you updated with that, and I'll be back with you tomorrow morning for more Freshman Weather NorCal Command Center.